musicians are very in tune with the task at hand, with playing their instrument. But often they are very out of tune with their own body, which is the main instrument that allows them to execute their task.
Creating a healthy, positive, open-minded environment is essential for good learning. I think we were quite successful in creating that. This is very important for our participants to experience a contact with each one of the major teachers. It gave them a clear opportunity to get first-hand experience 3 different styles of teaching. The National Cello Institute was actually created in order to give cellists an opportunity to examine different ways of looking at their own performance and their own teaching. All the participants who came here are quite experienced musicians already. What we try to create here is bringing some new ideas to them, primarily understanding better what is happening in their own body when they play, and how more awareness to what is happening can actually expand their level of playing and give them better musical results at the end.
Instead of viewing the body as a foe, as an interference with what my mind wants to do, we can relate to the body as a collaborator. And when we have this attitude, we really go into practicing, into playing with a state of mind of being curious. And it can be really fun to figure out what can I do differently so that I can really create what emotionally, what cognitively I would like to create. It's really just easy, lazy movement. But the next laziness came here to get the participant in this state of mind that they can just observe, sense, and be with really be in their body, rather than having a certain goal of how far I need to go, and I'm a better person if I'm going to try a few more times. It is not by exerting more force or being more ambitious or trying many more times. When we get into this state of mind, we can start noticing things in the body that when we are just doing something fast and forcefully, there is no way we can really notice it. Very, very, very long triangle, but the base of it is in your pelvis. And does that change anything in the way you perceive or feel this movement?
We were very fortunate to have with us in 2010 2 of the major artists, pedagogues in the country, Timothy Eddy from Juilliard and Stephen Doan from Eastman School, who came to share their knowledge and their experience, both by giving private lessons, by giving master classes, and by holding seminars on a specific topic that they chose. And their knowledge has really added tremendously to the success of this institute.
It's really so satisfying to come back here and to be part of this gathering and what's going on here. I get the very distinct feeling of having dropped in on some kind of happening and process and situation that has been developing and unfolding and maturing up until this point. So it's quite an amazing feeling to be here. It's a question of building, of finding what it is I want to say and how I want to say it. That's usually why we listen to people talk, for instance. You know, when somebody comes and gives a talk and then we're not interested in how well they articulate their syllables or some of their word choices or how debonair they might be in their presentation. What really makes for a nourishing experience is, did they say something meaningful to me? So what I do, I started to say, what I do myself sometimes is use my memory. Like I said, I'm sure you've had moments that you would say this speaks to in your life, and so have I, and so have we all. And so I remember places, events, experiences, feelings from particular situations in my life that have just made me feel overcome with this kind of a feeling. And memory is a wonderful thing that way, because we can re-experience the experiences of our life. And furthermore, they don't need to be as fleeting as the experiences sometimes are. And we can meditate on them, we can savor them. And in fact, that's what we do in concerts. Good, good. That's getting there, that's getting there. If I'm feeling sort of joyful, I might move like this. And if I'm feeling more joyful, if I'm feeling just overcome with excitement, then my emotions become more and more energetic and more graphic. So try to send it out, let it out. Ti, da, dee, da, you know, just let us hear it. Okay, all right? Yes, right? I'm beginning to get it now.
Oh, yeah. You see, the A string is like a soprano or a tenor. And this is like contralto. You know? So you don't want to change voices in the middle of phrase, do you? Yeah. You know, I mean, I exaggerate, yeah? Yeah, you didn't slide like that, but you made a hole. So, I don't mind a portamento.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Thank you. Good, 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 good. Yeah, yeah. Don't be in a hurry.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Don't worry. Beautiful. It's interesting, you're catching your breath, so I'm hearing a little. Okay? How about, you know, if you were 2 years old and you only had to blow out one birthday candle, or one birthday candle, if you were one. Okay, sorry. We have more birthday candles. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just if you'd make a little puff, like one candle. I'll hold the candle.
Okay.
Yeah, good, 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 fabulous. Okay, I felt it went out. Okay. Thank you. Now we're there.
I could come to Charlie and tell him, you know, Charlie, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. We have to work on it, change it. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, actually, sometimes I will maybe reinforce certain things that Charlie is doing and see how he deals with that. Yeah, lift your elbow a little bit and look at the shape of your hand. How does it feel? We have to know what we want to change before we can change. So the awareness to what it is that we are doing helps us become aware of what it is that we want to change, and then hopefully we can change that because we are much more knowledgeable of what is going on with our own body while playing. You see, no much difference. Fine, it's even better, huh?
Okay.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's the new technique. Now bring this foot to touch back here. And the other one, yeah, like that. Okay, play. Very different sound, right? Okay, you remember Hagit told you to try to spread the feet in a certain width and then put them together until you find a place that feels really center. So between the two extremes, can you look for a place that you can say, that's my place? One of the central activities was an extensive pedagogy session that I gave. It was mostly based on ideas that I learned from my former teacher, Janusz Starker, and kept following these ideas, his organized method of string playing. We are trying to bring the weight of the arm into that place where the bow touches the strings. I wanted to make sure that the participants don't just read those topics and discuss them, but sense it physically. That way the students can understand those topics on a deeper level than just either musically or cognitively.
I wanted to kind of set the tone for the topic that I have for this talk of natural resources. I wanted to set the tone for it and get the orientation of what these natural resources are for. Celebration involves letting go and letting it come out, and singing out freely, and not worrying, you know? And just taking the energy you feel and sending it out. So that particular kind of energy, I was saying in a lesson earlier today, this is one of the most good-natured pieces of music I know. It makes me feel so happy and just content and delighted.
And we have with the cello the option of going with the circle